How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We watch the news so much and we watch the price action. We watch Bitcoin so closely almost every single day or every single week, but oftentimes it's hard to remember exactly all the properties of Bitcoin that make it valuable. And as time goes on, as Bitcoin goes up in price, as we continue to move forward, I think more and more friends and family are going to be reaching out asking, what is Bitcoin? What makes it actually valuable and what actually gives it value? And if you're not careful, you can give them the wrong information. You can say, oh, it's because the price keeps going up, or because you can send it anywhere, or because there's a limited supply. And that's not what actually gives it value. Those are features of Bitcoin, but I think it's important to get this right. So we're going to talk about the Bitcoin elevator pitch, what actually gives it value, and something that's really short that you can tell people. So for me, I would say Bitcoin is a decentralized peer-to-peer network. This is important because it's really one of the only things in the world that you truly own and can't be taken away from you. So let's say you pay off your house. You think, great, I own this house. It can't be taken away from me by the bank. That's true, it can't be taken away from you by the bank, but you still have to pay property taxes. If you don't pay property taxes, the house is taken away from you. You can also have your bank account shut down where you actually store your money. You can get them shut down if you have suspicious activity, if they see it as suspicious, if you're on the wrong websites, buying the wrong things, doing the wrong things with your account. You can also have your account just frozen by the government without any due process, without going through the court system, as we saw from the Canadian trucker movement just earlier this year. Whether you agree with the Canadian truckers protesting COVID restrictions and mask mandates and all that, doesn't really matter, in the sense that it just shows that if the government doesn't believe what you believe, they can take what you own away from you without going through the court system. So that's really important. Up until now, it's really just been our thoughts that we can control. That's the only thing that we actually can't have taken away from us, except if you have some kind of brain injury or forget something. But now we can store our monetary assets. We can store money because we can protect them in a way that no one else can get in. It's stored just in our brains. You can remember the words that give you access to your account that holds Bitcoin. Now, of course, you can back those up in different places, but that's what's so important. That Bitcoin actually allows you to control your finances and actually control your wealth. Now, that's what gives it value. There's still some features of Bitcoin, though, that make it highly desirable. And this is what people usually get confused with, what gives it value. So it's durable, it's portable, it's divisible, it's uniform, and there's a limited supply. These are different things that make money money. These are different aspects of what creates a good currency. So gold has often been thought of as a great currency because it has many of these different aspects: durable, portable, divisible, uniform, and a limited supply. And something like fruit wouldn't really make sense as a form of currency because, first of all, it's not durable. It lasts a couple weeks and molds and rots and bruises. It's somewhat portable, probably more portable than gold because it's lighter for the size, but it's not divisible, right? You're not going to cut off half of an apple and then ship it a week to China or something like that. It's not very uniform. They're all different sizes, and there's not a limited supply. If apples were our main source of currency, then you'd plant more apple trees, right? So gold is often thought of as a better exchange of currency, or a better use, better currency than a lot of other items. But Bitcoin, on the other hand, is much more durable than gold because it's just digital. It can't be worn down, it can't be scratched. It's more portable because it can be sent across the world in minutes, if not seconds, for dollars or pennies, depending on if you're using the Lightning Network. It's highly divisible down to 1/100 millionth of a Bitcoin. It's called a Satoshi. It's uniform in the sense that all Bitcoin are pretty much the same. Of course, they come from different places and are mined at different times, but they're all given the same value. And unlike gold, there's actually a limited supply. So the fact is that gold, a lot of people thought was a limited supply, especially back in the day, right? There's not a ton of it to go around as opposed to a lot of other elements, but there was enough of it that could be used as a currency. However, we know now that out in the galaxy, out in asteroids, there's a ton of gold out there. And that's not even accounting for all the gold that's being found here on Earth, right? We just had country in Africa that said that they had found about double the amount of gold that's thought to be on the world right now. So that can definitely plunge the price of gold and make it not used as a currency or not be as valuable as a currency. In the galaxy, they think there's 100 million Earths worth of gold just in our galaxy. So the fact is that gold is plentiful out in the universe, out in asteroids. So if that were to hit the world, or if we were allowed to, extract some of that, there are companies working on that, being able to go to asteroids and pull out some of the resources. The fact is that it would be plentiful here. So Bitcoin has a hard cap at 21 million, and that's just in the code. So that is what you have to know about Bitcoin, right? It's easy, again, to get lost in the charts, get lost in the news, who's adopting Bitcoin, who's buying Bitcoin, who's selling Bitcoin, all that kind of thing. But it's important to remember why it's actually valuable. And again, there are two different parts of this. The elevator pitch is that it's a decentralized peer-to-peer network. It's one of the only things that you can actually own, unlike a lot of your property that you think you own can still be taken away. Now, some of the features are what make it valuable, what makes the price go up, right? There is a limited supply. It is uniform, it is divisible, it is portable, it is durable. So those are what increases the price and what makes it really valuable monetarily versus like the US dollar. But that's not why it's valuable in the first place, right? It's valuable because it is decentralized. You can create a cryptocurrency that's durable, portable, divisible, uniform, and has a limited supply, right? I can make 10 million tokens, SAM tokens, but that's not going to have value, right? That's not going to have the same amount of value as Bitcoin because they were able to get everything right in this decentralized system that is really perfect code. There have been coders that have gone through and tried to exploit it and they weren't able to. So the fact is that is why Bitcoin's so valuable. Let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. Let me know your Bitcoin pitch. Let me know if it's just a sentence or if it's a short paragraph. Let me know in the comment section. I'd really like to hear how other people think about Bitcoin and why it's so valuable. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.